this now, and let's get started. So I'm sharing my screen now, just in case you can see. Let me know. Okay, so let me add the peers that I'll be looking at. Peers I love to look at a lot on my watch list, and then anyone that is making sense will remain. I'll remove anyone that is not making sense. So the XY Euro USD and Euro JPY. Let me see Euro NZD. I like to trade Euro NZD at night, and Euro GDP. And then we'll go to the USD and USD card. I think I have to stop trading USD card. Hold on. USD card and USD CHF, USD JPY, and NZD USD, NZD card, NZD JPY. AUD USD. No, not really. We don't need that because we have SD USD already. AUD, nothing on AUD. And that's the Euro, and then GBP USD and GBP JPY. Okay, so like let's check on gold also, and also NAS 100 and US oil. Okay, so that's that. Those are peers that I love looking at, and my top 5 peers that I love to look for setup every day that I come into the market. My top 5 peers, the EU definitely, and then USD CHF and GU def. EU USD JPY. I know that sometimes I get to add that like missed NU, NU and then EJ. Those are pairs that you will see on my screen every blessed day. These are like my top 5 pairs that I love to trade a lot. Especially EU and GU, because G is very, very easy to trade in my own opinion. Because you get to know why. So it respects 618 a lot. So we're gonna start with DXY dollar index, and let me see the chart, boss. I can't hear you. Check your own end. I don't think it's from me. Everyone can hear me, right? Let me sit up. I'm lying down. Let me sit up now. I hope my camera is not on. I'm taking my shirt off. Manogo Jones. Okay. So you guys can hear me, right? Someone just complained they can't hear me. So if you can hear me from your side, just say yes. And let's go down to analyzing the dollar index for the week. Yeah, perfect. So dollar index and dollar index, yeah. So we can see on dollar index, just like I said on our last class, I'm anticipating the dollar index to correct to at least 618 level. That was like last week, but you can see we had some bearish push to the downside and now we're coming back up. So that is forming something that we can see obviously, and something that we trade all the time. And I guess it's a bigger daily bearish flag, you can tell. But what I would love to see, I would still love to see the DXY come back up, and we can start rejecting from there if at all we gonna reject from there. But why can I see we have 2-touch rejection right now, which is making sense, something that I love to see. And if I can start and find highs and lows, and I'll start using this low, and then we'll go this high right here. And just looking at where price is coming from and where it's going to cause price level to move from one high to one low, obviously. And just have in mind, because some people misunderstand this a lot, it's actually a zone from the body of the candle to the wick. I'm just using that line. Trust me, these are areas of interest, areas where we're going to be looking for a trade setup, if you understand. So just because you guys get to see me, so just because I use line a lot doesn't mean it has to be a line thing or something. It's a zone, okay? Very, very important you pay attention to zone. We want to see how price is going to react in all of that zone. Okay, when there's no weak body, then you know what it is. You just put your real line right there. but we love to see how price will come to this zone. We'll be looking for a buy setup if we get any. If it breaks below, we look for flag and continuation. And just these are areas where price has rejected in the past. Okay, so let's leave that like that for now. Okay, let's pay attention to price action and see what price did. We got an impulse up, impulse down, and then we had a big correction sideways, and we break out of there and started to trend to the downside. Okay, you can see right there. For me, I don't need all of this because I love to keep my chart as clean as possible. I just analyze what I see and work my way down to lower time frame. Okay, so we can see we have 1-2 touch potential bearish flag forming on the DXY right here, and let's go to 4 hour. So on our forward chart, what can we see? We can see we have a big bearish environment, big corrective phase here, obviously. As you can see how price is moving, came in, we started to do the thing. So we are moving correctively, but within there is an impulsive and a corrective phase also. That is why you have to pay attention to price action when you are taking a trade, okay? So you know what environment you are in. Because if you understand impulse and correction, that's the key for you, and you understand market structure. You can make money off trading market structure alone, or depending. It doesn't matter the time frame you are looking to trade that. Okay, so seeing price come to the upside and then down, we had like more like a double bottom formation right here on the DXY, as you can see. We had this, and we can just put a red line there, and we've seen price rejected there. I was looking to buy that because we had an inverted shoulder there, before we came up and then we came back down. So right now, this double bottom, what is it signifying? If you understand market structure and you get to see that we are, see what price doing, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. We broke this high, and see what happened next. We came back, but we failed to break this low. Now we have what do we have here? We have a higher high and a higher low right here. As you can see, we have a higher low right here, and that's signifying that momentum is up to the upside. You can see how the bullish come to the upside is kind of strong, and I guess this whole thing we are just correcting for a further push to the upside. We might break above this, and if we break above that, I won't be surprised. Why? Because trend lines are just guidance. These are guidance to us. We don't trade trend lines or what we see on trend lines. They're just guidance to what is going to happen next. So with this trend line, obviously we can see that price is pushing to the upside on the DXY now. And I do intraday setup a lot, so sometimes I might have all of this buy setup and I'll end up selling because of intraday setup. Okay, so don't get me wrong. Sometimes you see me buying, you see me looking to buy, and I'll end up selling because intraday you just have to wait for the opportunity that presents itself and you take the trade. Okay, so we're on the 1 hour chart right here, and I was looking at this 4 hour impulse, and I was looking to see if we can correct to the 618 of that impulsive move right there, swing high, swing low. But price didn't really make it to 618. So I won't be surprised if price will still come down, and I'll just have to put a box right there. That's on 618, 786 zone, somewhere around there, and let's see. So I won't be surprised if price should come back to that particular zone, and I'll be looking to buy. I won't be surprised, to be honest. I won't be surprised. I'll be looking to buy there because of, market structure. What I just told you guys about market structure right now. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And if you can even see that, you can add confluence to your chart, like drawing the trend line. You can see what price did, broke out of the trend line, and then we came to the upside impulsively, and this is one big corrective phase forming now. We are just using what we do. This, if you're looking at this is going to be messy, so I won't be looking at that. Okay, so never forget, I'll be looking to see price come to 618, then we'll be looking for a buy setup on the DXY. But do we have to come back to 618? No, because price might just start picking up from here, and this is a whole big bearish flag, and this is more like a counter trade to the high time frame opportunity. opportunity that we are seeing. So it is a valid trade setup, but it is not a high probability trade setup. So just like I can see why we won't make it to 618, because if you go to the 15 minutes time frame, you can see we had this right here, or like a reversal pattern right there, and we broke out impulsively. So we might end up, because me personally, I'll be looking for setup on this 15 minutes impulse, more like 618 here for a buy, because you can see how price is coming to the downside correctively. And I'd love to see the SY correct this, because obviously we broke out of the structure, and I'll be looking for a buy setup at 618 right here, because this is coming down correctively. See how, see what you pay attention to, how many candles it took for it to go up to the upside. Now you start counting just a few candles, that was a fast movement to the upside, and then you can see how I'm almost the same amount of candles, and we haven't even corrected this, and this whole push to the upside. So you see the candles are getting smaller. That is giving you clue where momentum is in the market. And you know, hey, it happens everywhere on the charts, just normal market structure. So I won't really be paying attention to this 618 for now, unless why? Unless we get a strong push to the downside, impulsive push to the downside, and then we correct it, and then I'll be looking to set to that level right there. And that is just what we do. We have to stay neutral in the market, and we don't have to be expecting one thing all the time. We have to stay neutral. Whichever opportunity presents itself, we just have to take it. Okay. So I'm taking this trade 6 right. Stop loss is below 786. So I wait to see what will happen. I hope this makes sense. This is my analysis on DXY, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get rid of this because I don't really need this. I spent much time on the 15. So this is what all I need. Swing high, swing low. So let's see how price is going to correct that. We are correcting already. And just like all of this price action, why I still have belief that this guy is going to come down, because we have just not, it's not really our thing, but I have an idea about, you know, inefficient candles and movements and all of those imbalance. So we have a lot of imbalance here, and when it comes to the sniper trading types of trade, we have a lot of imbalance that price have to feed, and definitely that's one thing I'm sure we're going to correct to, at least even if it is more like this high right here. And if we pull our feet on that, let's see, swing high, swing low, that's like 50% level and equilibrium. We can go higher than that, but I'll be looking at 618 for a rejection. Once there is, once price is ready to buy, it's going to let you know, because you're going to see momentum. So momentum is what we trade, and we're looking at that. So that's my analysis on dollar index. And let's move to the next one. We spent a lot of time on dollar index, and obviously EURUSD. I don't have anything to say because it's the opposite of the dollar index. So let's not waste time here. So we'll be looking for the same thing on EU. EU is forming a bearish flag, and you can see there's a bearish flag. I wouldn't mind setting a pending order on EU, and see how it goes. If we get a breakout or proceed, I wouldn't mind, or I would love to see it correct dip. I would love to see a deep correction on EU, at least 50% level and all of that, and it will make sense to us. It's going to make sense because it will now be looking like on the 15 minutes. I'm not doing the top-down analysis just for on 15 minutes because I've done the top-down analysis on the dollar index already. So it will make sense. So we might just begin and head and shoulder pattern formation right here. You know, these things don't have to look sharp as you see them, as you want them to be, but they have what they have. So that will make sense for me more. So I'll have to see EU come up. This is already corrective of the impulse, and you can see also from here we have a break of structure also on the 15, and you can see there's a break of structure. And if the dollar index is going up, so we are expecting the EURUSD and to be dropping as well. So just for you guys that are new to NF9 and we don't share our stuff, I just make public what I feel like I'm going to make public, but there are some other stuff I just keep private to NF9 members alone. So because this is more like what I've been working on for myself and how I trade. So we don't share my Zoom code. If you are caught like sharing Zoom meeting code or sharing our content, and you're gonna be removed from the group, and obviously there's no refundable. Okay, so EU, what do we see on EU? EU, on the other hand, is looking bullish. I give you guys. I missed all entries today. I don't know why, but I did miss. So EU, on the other hand, we have impulse, and then we have a corrective phase on daily. Not too much data needed on daily because 4 hours tells us everything. You can see from here, some people will draw from here like this and be like, oh, breakout. Yeah, it's fine, bro. I love to do pattern separation, one pattern for one pattern, and this is a reversal pattern, and this is an impulse to the upside, and this is a bullish flag. Okay, yeah. See how easy it is? Reversal pattern, bullish impulse, corrective of the bullish impulse to the 6180. I was going to buy this, but I was already in a sell for EU, and EU was dropping, so I was like, oh, why would EJ be going up when EU will be dropping? So that's me asking too much data. We have to focus on the setup that every currency pair is presenting for us. If we see our setup and what we have analyzed, we just have to go for the trade. Because if we're trying to do correlated pair stuffs like that, we're just messing with our head. This was a lovely 618 and a pin bar on 4 hours, man. I missed it, and I don't know how. I missed a lot of trades because why? Because if you ask me what my problem is, why am I missing trade? Is because of I'm putting in too much of information. I will give a particular peer reason why it won't go up, even when price action is showing me that this guy is gonna go up. I hope you understand. So if that's you, I'll advise you to focus on your setup and ignore every other thing because there's noise. Once you see your setup, go for it. Okay. That was a lovely one, and I sent this straight to you guys also, and that was lovely. We hit the high already, so I was not interested in the trade, but it happened so fast, very, very fast. Okay, so we hit that high right there, very, very fast. And what am I expecting on EJ now? I'll be expecting to buy more because this is a corrective phase. Okay, that's a corrective phase. Gave me 2 entry. Like I missed this. This one happened. This particular one happened early in the morning, and this was the one I was supposed to get involved in. London section. I missed it. Just a little bit. I was waiting for one more confirmation. I didn't get it. I missed it. And now we're having a deeper correction, similar to this. There is no different. We had an impulse to the upside, higher, and then we have a correction for a consolidation to the upside. So we're having similar setup, but just because the impulsive leg is very, very strong, so the corrective leg is trying to be large also. Is a corrective phase. We're looking to buy. So what do we do in a situation like this? 618, guys. It's the same thing. Swing low, swing high. Price already hits that 618 though, funny enough. And just it depends. If you trade this section, you can go for it. Okay, if you trade this section, you can go for it. For me, I'll wait for an impulse, breakout, and I'll take the next correction. Yeah, that's just me in my opinion. If it keeps going up, then it's fine. So that's what I'm looking for on EJ right now. I'm looking to buy. I'm not interested in buying because the spread is going to be mad right now. And yeah, previous daily candle was very, very strong in OC. So the buy, we have a lot of things telling us EJ is going for a buy. Is going for a buy, and we just have to wait for it to be ready. Okay. Personally, I just told you guys how I get involved in this trade. If you want to take it off that 6-1 level, yeah, it's fine. Just stop loss below 786. I'm not rushing anything, or you can wait for a breakout of this trend line. Yeah. If it keeps going down, but if it comes down impulsively, guys, we'll definitely have a correction to continue dropping. So either way is you win. We'll wait for the breakout and see how it's happening. So my eyes will be on EJ tonight. There's a CHF. There's a CHF dropping impulsively. I guess USD will be dropping also. Okay. There's a CHF dropping after this mad push correction. Why is it dropping? If you ask me, we're going to drop more. Why? Because of imbalance. Okay. We have a lot of imbalance right here. This is just not the price action how it is though. So we're going to get a big correction on USD CHF for continuation to the upside. And USD CHF daily time frame, we are in a bearish environment based off recent price action, as you can see. But there's no confirmation yet because we have to pay attention to this one big push to the upside, and then you can see price came all the way to 786 level, spike there, and then we are rejecting also, which is also a reversal point. And we'll see this impulse, how many, and then see how it's correcting. So I think there's a corrective phase, but we can get a correction and we might just continue to drop. So we have to be prepared and we have to be ready for anything. Let's just use price action that we have to look for a trade setup. Okay, we don't have to confuse ourselves a lot because of what we are looking for, what we are not looking for, what is there and what is not there. Okay, so we're looking at that zone right there, and then what highs right there also. Okay, so are we going to get down to the zone before start buying 4-hour time frame? I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need it. But you know it's the zone. So when price is close there, then I'll need it. But for now, I just like to keep my chart closed. 4-hour time frame, what can you see? Market structure, we have to do that. Always draw it if it gets confusing at the time. Lower low, lower highs, and then lower lows, whatever. Lower highs. See, we didn't break this low. We have what? A higher low right now. So is momentum shifting to the upside? We want to get a full confirmation of that when we get shifting momentum on the higher time frame. Maybe a break of this particular zone right here, then you can see that, oh man, we're going to start going to the moon from there. But we are still bearish based on price action, even if we have this impulsive move. But you can see, you have to pay attention also that we have a low right here. And this low is higher than this low. So it's a higher low, not a lower low. So we are likely to get switched momentum. And also this impulsive candle, you can see it's more impulsive than every other candle, just like how we impulse up. And then we had a big correction, a deep correction. If you put your feet there, you're going to see swing high, swing low, 618 level, and then we started to reject from 618 because this is a one impulse, and this is a big corrective phase right here. Right, basically for a continuation to the upside. Okay, you get, okay. So we don't know what's going to happen next, but we just know we have a strong push to the upside that we will look to see price correct for that confirmation to the upside for now. So just because of that, and just because we have a strong daily bearish bullish candle closure, and we have a higher low also on the 4-hour, obviously we have a higher lows, and so we are looking to buy, guys. We're looking to buy for now, and worst case scenario to the highs right there. So what are we doing? 1 hour. Let's go to see what we're going to look for in 1 hour. Guys, see, we have this breakout of a structure also. We have an impulse. We had more like a scoop right there. We had this scoop formation, but it didn't really make it to the low. But this is a reversal candlestick formation. This is a reversal chart pattern that we know always push the upside, but we didn't really get all the way down to that low. But we had a scoop, and we can see clearly on the gap that it gave us. So we don't know what's going to happen next. So because of that, we have a higher lows, and we have a break of trend line, and we have what again? We have more like we have a scoop formation. We have a very, very strong push to the upside. We're going to see how this is going to correct, and for a further push to the upside again. So I will be saying, looking at the 618 on that, just like same thing I'm doing on DXY, to see if we're going to get trade set up and do swing low right there. So, yeah. So I will see, looking to see how price is going to come, because this is already coming correctively. It's going to correct more. I'd love to see a bearish flag and drop, just more like a middle section for a push to the upside. So I'll be looking at that on USD/CHF. GU, I miss GU today, and very, very easy trade setup that I love to trade. Swing low, swing high. Right there, you can see how GU came to 618 level, going reversal patterns, and you sell right there. Stop loss above 786. From entry, the rest is 120 pips today on GU. I missed that. Yeah, easy setup. Am I going to go back and start analyzing GU top-down analysis? No, I won't do that, guys, because it's the same thing. Like, it's the same price action that you get right here. That you see impulse, you had an impulse, then you had a correction, and then we get a drop. So what happened? We had an impulse right here, impulse, and we are correcting right now. Is there any different? This one is ready, one is not ready. Same price action, guys. This is the same price action. So we are waiting for that correction to drop. So I'm going to do top-down analysis, because obviously this one is clear. Worst case scenario, we're going to hit the zero for a take profit one, which I'm pretty sure G is going to give you. My guys and girls on this call, we are looking to sell G on 618. Okay? It's that simple, to be honest. It's that simple. And take profits one, the zero, and TP2. We don't know. We don't know. You can bring a structure for TP2. But what I love to do, I love to measure the previous impulse. Then I can use that set as my TP2 right there from the 618. So it might be TP2 down, but I'm sure this will go lower than that. But at least from there, we're setting a stop loss of 30 pips, and then we're targeting a 160 pips take profit. So it makes sense. So if GU breaks the upside impulsively, price action is everything. That's why it's very important you guys watch markets impulse and corrective phase, the video I made on that. Very, very important you guys watch that. If we break to the upside impulsively, we have a very strong candle just like this one, sharp. We might just get a normal flag, and on 15 we'll just start taking off. So you'll be ready for anything. You want to trade 618, you want to be sure price is moving correctly, just like this. Has a reversal pattern right there, and we drop. So same thing you are expecting right there. Okay, it's the same thing you are expecting. If we should go back to let's just say one something. I'm trying to look. We don't really, no time to waste. We don't have time. We have less than 6 minutes. But GU 618, we're looking to sell out there. That's 618 level for a further continuation. So the downside. Okay, SDUSD, another of my favorite pair that I love to trade. Kind of messy price action right here, but on 4 hour, just like I told you guys, on 4 hours, I think I did. This is the bearish environment, and we have an impulse down and then a correction to the upside. But because of we can see what we're having at that low. We are at a low, and you can see we have a lot of wicks right there. I'm very careful in executing the trade. These are the kind of trade setup that I won't be looking to take entries on 15 minutes, or 1 hour. I'll be looking at 4 hours for entry, and how am I going to get involved in this trade now? Because you can see we are trying to accumulate distribute right here. This is more like a distribution phase, and we've seen where price have rejected before. So if I'm going to go in on this with the price action I'm seeing, I'd love to sell from the high right there, because we've seen price rejected from the high several times, and to make sense to sell from the high on this. So I'm looking to see how price is going to come up of that corrective phase, and I'll be looking to sell. If it breaks higher than, but I'll be looking for sell setup, though, so you guys should know. So because we have a lot of wicks below, and it's signifying we're likely to break to the upside, correct, and just keep pushing higher. So you have to be ready. Let me see on the chart box if I'm making sense tonight. I'm actually doing my marking up for the day with you guys. So that's what we are doing. We're actually marking up together. And if you have questions, please do ask. Should we come back? Or this one is enough for you guys to go on? Should we come back? Let me see on the chat box. And if you have questions also, let me see on the chat box. Because we have less than 4 minutes. I just walk down my top 5 pairs that I love to trade with you guys. I just mark it down. Mark it up for you guys. Makes sense. How do you do duplicates? Yeah, this is it. This stuff right here. That's what you do. You can find it right here. Bar pattern. Okay, someone asked that private message. So I'm not getting any messages on if we should come back. So I guess I've been talking to myself since all this while in this class. Okay. All right. So that's all for tonight. I really want to do more marks up with you guys, but I guess we have to go. We have less than 4 minutes, and this is enough. So let me see if you have any question. We have 3 minutes to answer questions. Uh, So let's see if we have any questions. We have 3 minutes. I think with what I've done tonight, you guys have learned a lot now with these peers that I went through you guys. So don't sleep on it, because the moment you sleep, you miss trades. And me, I took a there's something my girlfriend gave to me, and it's just been making me to sleep. So I swear to God, I've been sleeping almost all day today. Almost all day. I was not really active. If I was up, I would have caught GU definitely. I would have caught GU and also NZD card also. So this one 618, this is a corrective phase. So let's see how those 618 is going to play out. Let's see. We'll see how they're going to play out. We're going to see how they'll play out. Okay, we don't do too much on chat. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna end this call and we'll come back for the next. And I'll be analyzing the rest of the chats when we are back. Okay, so I'll end this class now because we have a few minutes to go, and make sure you come back for the next class. Okay, just log in back immediately and we'll be up.